Hi, welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil and I practice every day, share my tips so we can all get better at the casino. Join me today where we're talking about the backswing. So I have to be more consistent. In my consistent series, we're talking today about, we worked on our day one. If you're getting ready for Vegas, you use my day one to talk about the grip. Day two was about the turn. So I've been just making sure that my turn is consistent. Day three, or this video, is going to be all about the backswing, or the back throw, the backswing. So what I'm doing is breaking down each part of the throw as I did at the beginning of my 90-day series. You can go back and look at those. And but this is all about what I was doing on my grip. Nice easy grip coming into the turn. So now I'm looking straight down at a diagonal angle right now, and I'm trying to see if everything's good to go. Once the turn is in place like this, and I've been practicing that for 3 or 4 days, to this practice for the last few days has been, I'm not throwing my 36. I'm not caring about how I'm throwing. I'm trying to get back to consistency. And I'm trying to do it very quickly so that I can start practicing for my next Vegas or Atlantic City vacation. And I am trying to get my swing down. Today's backswing is all about, I'm changing it up. I used to have a little flick like this. And if you can see, it was kind of like a pendulum. It was down and then up like that. But since my coaching, and the coach is trying to tweak it a little bit, what we're trying to do is least amount of stuff, trying to reduce everything down, get everything a little, I want to say tighter, but yet relaxed. So what that consists of is my grip is a nice loose grip. My turn, see, it's just this. That's it. It's only this. It's not this big swing. And I'm not resting them on the ledge anymore. I'm allowing the ledge to be on the side consistent with my thumb. So I'm looking straight down at these dice on my turn, and then I'm relaxing my arms. I have a different way of looking. So on the backswing, there's two things we're doing here. I'm making sure that on the turn, I'm nice and relaxed. I have a consistent look down. Now, as with all the throws that I've done in the past, I got to start eyeing my target. So while I go to relax and I start looking at my target like I'm doing here, my backswing, I don't want to come up. I want to push out. I want to push out. And so this is a different muscle here because I'm pushing out. I'm not moving up. So if I moved up like this is a bicep, tricep kind of move, right? And I'm trying to keep my elbow straight, but that move to go up like that is working here and here, right? When I'm just going back like this is only using my shoulder muscle right here. So there's only one major muscle group moving. So instead of having three, maybe even the forearm kind of moving in there, I'm using just my muscles on my shoulder to do a little backswing. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing it back. Do you see that? I'm pushing it back. So I'm trying, see how I'm reducing? I used to have this big, glorious moves where I straight and I did this and I came around like this, right? So I came around like this. I was very stiff and I couldn't relax this because it's at a weird angle. My arm's at a weird angle. Then I would come off, which may or may not involve the elbow, my tricep, and my bicep. So by changing a few tweaks, this is why coaching and mentoring, the guys that I went to that taught me this, the coaches that worked with me for 2 days to correct this, I had my buddies with me. So the craps crew was there. I saw how their adjustments were. They see how my adjustments are. So when we're in the casino or we're practicing on Sundays and they're watching my grip in my turn, they're already loaded to know what they're expecting when I throw these dice, as I am with them. So if they're working on something or they're talking, this is why having a really good group. These guys have been with me and we've been going through this journey together. So there's nothing better to getting better than having coaches. But now my mentors, the people that I love and we talk every Sunday and we play, are able to help me even better than the coaches. They know what the coaches want from me and they're able to consistently tell me what I'm doing wrong. So I appreciate that. And when we're in the throes of a throw at Vegas and stuff, if they're seeing something wrong, we can correct it right there and then. I have 3 experts of my throw now, and they're able to help me. So what I am telling you is when you want to be consistent, you need coaching and mentoring constantly. Get it? To be able to be better at dice control or anything, golf, running, anything that you put your mind to it. Coaching, having somebody that can evaluate you, that maybe not an expert, but can help you on a routine basis. Nothing better. Nothing better. So on Sunday, when I'm throwing this Sunday, hopefully they can see my throw. And if they see some adjustments, they can tell me about it. Because this is just practice on Sunday. There's no reason we can't try and tweak things and play with things. And I appreciate their input. Not only that, I know when they're telling me something, it's because they were in there with the coaching with me so I can get better. So they know what I'm looking for, just like when they're throwing, I can see what they're looking at and I can make adjustments for them. So getting a team together is essential. So getting back to our backswing, I was doing this movement. Now it's consistently trying to just get that shoulder muscle to come back. And it's just a little back like this. It's just, once again, if you go back to some earlier videos, you're enacting this muscle. If it starts off and a lot of people like to start from here and throw like this, but you're not setting that muscle off. You're not firing it up. I want to get it fired up before I release because it's an inconsistent throw. If you're throwing from a base like this and just going like this, a very minimum movement, you're not firing up that muscle. That muscle needs to enact first before it releases. And that's what I'm consistently realizing. I used to be a thrower like that, but I'm realizing that muscle never enacted, and I need it to get flared up and get working, get loosened up. Otherwise, it'll stiffen up, and then when you go to do it, it's really stiff. So now, that's why I'm using this backswing as a way of getting that shoulder muscle to fire up right before I throw. It's fired. I can feel it right here. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be this big swing. Just a little bit. And then if you're fired up and you're ready to go, then once again, I'm practicing to get that muscle fired up. And that's my only goal with the backswing, is to get that muscle fired up. So I'm consistently, for the last few days, just been practicing this to make sure that the back throw is consistent. Just a little backswing. I'm not even worrying about what the throw is. I'm just, is this backswing firing up that muscle? And now, with the muscle memory, is it going to remember how to throw it the same way each time when I'm in a casino? So I am just firing it up. I'm just making sure this muscle is firing up enough on the backswing. Now, the backswing, if you're at a 12-foot table, the backswing's very little. If you're at a 14-foot table and you're going to a 14-foot table, that backswing may have to come out a little larger to get a bigger spin, get a bigger throw. So it all depends. Are you going to a 12-foot, 14-foot table? Those are things you got to work out before you go and see what you're going to be doing. So I hope this helped. This is talking about the backswing and making sure it's consistent, and I'm not worried about my numbers right now. Once again, I'm in the first week of that 2-week practice to get consistent, and the last few days it's been just trying to grip, turn, and then all I've been concentrating through is changing up that muscle so it's just the shoulder throwing, and then everything else seems to fall into place. So join me tomorrow where we're going to talk about relaxing, the entire group of relaxing. So you're consistently relaxing each and every time on your throw. What does that look like? So join me tomorrow. We never talk about betting strategies because I truly believe the more consistent I get at my throw is going to force me to throw for a long, long time.